Happy Monday, everybody. Good evening, and everyone, welcome to the 2025 Newark Pride Flag Raising hosted by the Mayor's LGBTQ Concerns Commission. My name is Commissioner Audris B. Torres, and I'm honored to serve as your MC this evening. Thank you all for being here as we kick off our Newark Pride Week and raise our voices, our flags with pride, purpose, and unity. So we have a beautiful program ahead. Oh, am I breathing too hard in this mic? I feel like I am. Sorry. So sit tight, stay present, and let's celebrate together. To begin, it's my pleasure to invite to the podium the chair of the Mayor's LGBTQ Concerns Commission, Madam Chair Queen Moore.
Good evening. Oh no, we need a lot of energy. This is Pride. Good evening. Thank you all for being here this evening. It is an honor to be with my family. I'm just trying to get my phone to cooperate. So tonight is going to be a great night because we're celebrating a lot. I'd like to say good evening, everyone. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you today as the newly appointed chairwoman of the City of Newark's LGBTQ+ Commission. This moment is not only a personal honor, it's a collective milestone in our ongoing journey toward equality, diversity, visibility, and justice for all of Newark's LGBTQIA+ residents. I want to begin by sincerely thanking Mayor Raz J. Baraka, the Newark City Council, our dignitaries, and the organizations and advocates, as well as the allies who have created space for the commission to thrive. Mayor Baraka's visionary leadership continues to shape a city where progressive policies and community-rooted solutions are not only possible, they are prioritized. Under his administration, we are not just having conversations or mere meetings. We are crafting new policies and implementing real strategies that improve the everyday lives of our residents, especially our LGBTQIA+ youth, elders, and families. As a commission, we are honored to work closely with you all, with the mayor's office, other city leaders, to address the issues around health, education, equity, housing, safety, and visibility. Our collaboration is focused on action, being out on the pavement, ensuring that our city is a place where every resident feels safe, affirmed, and protected. We are also deeply engaged in partnerships across Newark with organizations like Newark Pride, Newark Arts, the Newark LGBTQ Community Center, NJPAC, the Newark Museum of Art, Project for Empty Space, Newark Public Schools, Newark Public Library, and other local organizations to launch programs and initiatives that blend advocacy, education, and creativity. From inclusive curriculum and affirming school choice environments to heal through the arts, our efforts are grounded in the lived experiences of our people. As a Newark Public School teacher, I see this far too often of our children and families being underrepresented. Because we know that art is not a luxury, it's a language, we have chosen to celebrate through art, poetry, and performance. We're amplifying the voices of our community and building bridges of understanding and healing, and pride matter most. Thank you to you all. Thank you everyone here today. Your presence is necessary. For standing with us, believing in the work, and for showing up for our friends, families, coworkers, neighbors, and even our children. Together, we are not only reimagining what's possible, we are building it. Let's keep moving forward in love and in unity and in action. Thank you so much and happy Pride.
Now will you all join us as standing for our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights for the nights we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Hi, everyone, and I will be singing Lift Every Voice and Sing. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new days begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Thank you so much. Big round of applause for Commissioner Santos and Hanifa. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Now I invite our Council President, Larry Crump, to the podium for remarks from our council.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I think I'm here to do double duty. First and foremost, let me congratulate the mayor's LGBTQ Concerns Commission. It's a tongue twister, right? and Pride on Pride Inc. on having this amazing event here at City Hall. You know, I'm gonna mess with my frat brother for a second and just say, you know, I got an email about the Pride events today. You know, to put on my schedule, you know, hopefully I can attend some of them, but I appreciate it. You know, I got to mess with frat for a second, but seriously, it is definitely an honor and a privilege to be here. I do want to acknowledge and actually bring up my council colleagues, Councilman Patrick Orlando Council from the South Ward, and Councilwoman Louise Scott Roundtree, at large council. Come on up. So what we're going to do, I hope a point of personal privilege, is I'm going to say a few words and then I'm going to allow them, I shouldn't say allow, and then they can say some things and present the resolutions. And these resolutions were sponsored by Councilman Carlos Gonzalez. So yeah, we can clap for Councilman Gonzalez. Events like this are so important, especially in days like today, in the world we live in right now. It's important that we rally around each other, that we support each other, that you see us as elected public servants here supporting all of you. and understand that you have people that support you and will always support you. We are here. We're here to be here for whatever is necessary to make sure that everybody's treated fair and equitable and equally. And I wanted to say that because, you know, I don't even watch the news anymore because I'm just so tired of seeing it. I really don't. I just switched my cable to I don't even have CNN right now because so much is in the world is so negative. But what I love the fact is to see all of you here today and that we're going to celebrate Pride Week. This week, we're going to do a flag raising today. And we're going to have a number of events. I was thinking about going to, and I'm talking more than I normally do, but I was thinking about going to the game night tomorrow night so I can show y'all how, you know, my mother was a card player. And she taught me how to play. I'm a former Morehouse College champion of spades. And so I may embarrass somebody if you want to play with me, you know, we could do that. But all sincerity, it's truly important that we continue to celebrate, not just this week, but year round. Happy Pride Month. Enjoy your day today with this flag raising. Enjoy the week, and let's continue to celebrate. And with that being said, I'm going to let the only fragrance on the council right now give the honor. There's a running joke where she's the fragrance and we were musty, but now we're the colognes. But I'm going to ask Councilwoman Louise Scott Roundtree to present the first resolution. Can you see? Okay, you're kind of.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Y'all don't sound like y'all happy. Happy Pride. We come to celebrate. We raising flags. We got the LGBTQ and IA. We got it all up in here. We got humanity in here. Y'all better act like you're happy about it because we've come together for humanity. Why? Because we're all human beings. We have choices. We can make them. And it ain't nobody's business what our choices are but ours. Who we love, who we want to be with, what we want to wear. Y'all ain't saying nothing up in here. I used to hang in the club in Lonzo. There was a guy named Al Murphy in Shelton. I'm dating myself. I don't know that none of y'all even know these names. But these folks taught me what the life was like and how wonderful it is. And if you had a friend that was a part of the LGBT, they would dress me, do my makeup, show me how to dance. I know some folk that ain't a part of that community that never tried to, Deputy Mayor, show me any of those things. So I'm grateful for the part of my life that all of you play. And I will always be your sister, your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie, your grandma, whatever role I need to play. I'm going to be there. To the Queen, our new chair of the commission, congratulations. To the wonderful commission who I believe, Lord, with Alonzo here, Katab, I just know. We pay honor to the woman who gave birth to you. She's here, Miss Sherry, today. So I got to say all of that because you can't just give the preacher the mic and tell her to read nothing. You know, I'm going to say some things, Anthony, to let you know. Yeah, I know, but you know, I'm saying something two and two, but I'm just honored. I'm honored to be able to stand before you here in this rotunda, which is a building that belongs to each and every one of you. So it's only befitting that not only, Ebony, that we honor all of you sitting here, but every community, Maribel, that's connected to the LGBT community. We sort of get twisted and lost in what God has created. God has created human beings. God, in his word, stated we are to love one another. Jason, he don't say in the word only love Christians, only love Muslims, only love. No, we are to love one another. And somewhere along the line, humanity has gotten lost or lost the message. Because it's not about one another, it's about me and what I think. So we pray that this type of event, us celebrating Pride Week as we celebrate all the other flags and all the other countries and all the other religions, that you too have a place in history and in the community. A clap goes right there. Yeah. So, as I stand here today, and my beloved president, the baby boy of Mama Crump, God rest her soul, has allowed me this privilege. This resolution reads, "We, the members of the Newark Municipal Council, proudly recognize and commend none other than Ryan A. Monroe. We're commending you during the City of Newark's LGBTQIA flag raising, a small business owner in Newark's North Ward. Ryan A. Monroe is a member of the LGBTQ community who has opened up his art space to host events supportive of LGBTQ causes and local LGBTQ creatives. He is currently working on the Oscar Devereaux, I don't want to mess up Michaud, House. Did I say it right? Thank you, Jesus. A social impact development project planned for Newark, New Jersey. It is a mixed-use, mixed-income development aimed at revitalizing the community and empowering emerging developers. The project is named in honor of Oscar Michaud, a pioneering African-American filmmaker. The concept of the Oscar Devereaux Michaud House is envisioned as a mixed-use, mixed-income development, meaning it will include a variety of residential and commercial spaces with a focus on affordability and accessibility. The Oscar Devereaux Michaud House is designed to be a community-driven project with an emphasis on empowering local residents and businesses. The project is named after Oscar, a significant figure in early American cinema. Michaud was the first major African-American filmmaker and prolific director and producer of films that often depicted life with dignity and agency, challenging stereotypes prevalent in Hollywood at that time. This resolution honoring Ryan A. Monroe and his legacy is signed by our own President, C. Lawrence Crump. The gentleman standing behind me that you will hear from next, Southward Councilman Patrick Orlando Council. The one who has sponsored the resolution, the Honorable Councilman Carlos M. Gonzalez, at large. Dupre Kelly West Ward, Louis A. Quintana at large, and Ebel Ramos North Ward. Yours truly, Reverend Louise Scott Roundtree at large. Michael J. Silver East Ward, attested to by our city clerk, dated for July 7th, 2025, for his name to go down in the history of the city of Newark as long as there is a Newark, New Jersey. We gonna tag, we tag. Come on, y'all stand up. Come on, stand up. Come on, Ryan. Everybody stand up. Let's pay homage to this legend that we're honoring while he can smell it. We're not at his memorial reading no resolution. We're able to put it in his hand, see him smile, let him feel the love, and as my mama that is going on to heaven would say, I'm gonna take it from you right now. Generations yet born will be able to look up your name in the history of the city of Newark. We voted on this. People think this is just a piece of paper. We could never put your whole life in this binder. We could never put all the accomplishments that you have made in this binder. But we can do, and what we have done, is voted on your accomplishments for it to be recorded and attached to this resolutions, that when generations of the LGBTQIA others look up your name, they will see not only you existed, but you committed and you produced and you gave, and we honor you on today.
Wow. I mean, how do you follow after Councilman, I'll try to say thank you. I didn't have a speech prepared. I just want to say this. So I had the blessing of moving to Newark 7 years ago. And Newark has been nothing but a blessing to me. And my purpose and my path have been discovered because of everyone here in Newark. And I champion this city very hard because I see people who look like me, who feel like me, who think like me, who the world needs to see all the positivity that we do. And so as Councilwoman Roundtree said, the project that I'm working on, named for Oscar Devereux Michaud, the reason why it's so important to venerate this man's name is that Mr. Michaud was the first black feature filmmaker doing films in the 1920s. His films were black and white, and they were usually done the way we do things, in churches, in houses, in streets, with friends. And this was because if you think about that time, we were not allowed to access the Hollywood system. So as we always do, we create things on our own and do for our own. And so in creating this project, it's not only going to be about affordable housing and having production space for independent filmmakers, the people who are already doing things in Newark. There are plenty of people in Newark who are creating content, creating films, but I'm emphatic about wanting to create something for our city where that self-made person, the person who doesn't want to work for someone else but wants to have access and opportunity to Netflix, to Amazon, to Lionsgate, can do their things. That's why we're doing this. And there's no other place in this world that I can imagine building this in the name of someone who came before us. And I'm just so honored to be here with you all. And thank you. That's all I have. Thank you.
Don't give me back the mic.
And y'all put your hands together again for Ryan. We also come to commend and lift up their work in the city of Newark, LGBTQIA plus Danielle Scott. And so she may not be here today, but we want to read to know that her voice is not missed in this place. It says, we the members of the Newark Municipal Council proudly recognize and commend you during the City of Newark's LGBTQI plus flag raising. Danielle Scott, a 1997 graduate of Arts High School, attributes her becoming an artist to her experiences in Newark and the mentorship of legendary artist, educator, and organizer, mentored by Gladys Barclay Grower, who was a legendary artist, educator, as well as organizer, curator, and agitator in mentoring. Honoring Barclay Greer Scott created a mural based on the famed artist's work that painted on Washington Place at Broad Street. It is one in a series called Young, Gifted, and Black, honoring 7 women who have played a key role in building the Newark arts community and is now part of the broader project, a miniature of Scott's mural and part of a project for Empty Spaces 227-foot box truck rotating exhibit, which is on a national tour. The initiative, Body Freedom for Everybody, was initially conceived in 2019. Co-director of Project for Empty Space, Rebecca Pauline Jampol said, Scott's latest exhibition is the result of 2 years worth of work and research and travel that took her from the roots in Cuba to the American South, where the historic segregation feels distinct from the segregation in the existence in Jersey City. We thank her for her hard work, which taps into the history and the arts of African American in the LGBTQ, indigenous, and underrepresented communities. This resolution given on this day by C. Lawrence Crump, President of Municipal Council, myself, Patrick O. Council, Carlos M. Gonzalez, Councilman at Large, Dupre L. Kelly, Councilman in the West Ward, Luis Quintana, Councilman at Large, and Abel Ramos, Councilman in the North Ward, and Reverend Louise Scott Roundtree, Councilwoman at Large, and Michael J. Silva, Councilman in the East Ward. And so we come to lift, recognize, and honor her today for her work, her valiant, her persistence of providing great service to the city of Newark and the LGBTQI community. Thank you. Ryan, you want to come back up? They want to get a photo. Is she going to get a photo? Yeah.
Congratulations to everybody. Round of applause. Thank you so much. So at this time, we would like to give brief acknowledgments to our dignitaries and our elected officials and our special groups that are in the room. Thank you so much. Your presence reaffirms the importance of civic participation, allyship, and public commitment to equity. So please join me in acknowledging Deputy Mayor Director Ladd, our members of our Newark Municipal Council, Director Bledsoe from Essex County Office of LGBTQ Affairs, Newark Pride, Garden State Equality, Newark LGBTQ Film, the Newark LGBTQ Center, Newark Black Pride, Rutgers Intercultural Resource Center, our community leaders, activists, and small business owners who continue to pave the way, and all of you who stand in pride with us this evening. And now I welcome Deputy Mayor Allison Ladd for our proclamations. Thank you.
Well, love is love. And I am so glad to be here on behalf of Mayor Baraka. I am Allison Ladd. I serve as his Deputy Mayor for Economic and Housing Development. And it is wonderful to be here at Pride. I will also tell you, this is my first flag raising in Newark. I've been here for 6 years, but it's my first one, and I'm so excited. I'm not only excited because it's my first flag raising, but I'm also excited because I get to be here to celebrate Pride. And that is something that is special to me, and I promise not to talk long, but I will tell you one story, very quick. When I was in college, my best friend, we were inseparable, and he and I were doing all things together, and then one day he let me know that he was going to come out to his parents. And that was when I knew I was an ally. I didn't know what that meant until probably years later. But I'm so proud of him for being able to have the courage as we were college-age kids and being able to talk to his family and be able to marry his husband. They have been married for about 20 years. They live in Florida. And I say it because it's just part of me. And I think it's important sometimes for people to know where you come from. So I am here, yes, because our mayor asked me to be here. I'm here, yes, because I get to celebrate Pride. But I'm also here because it's important to me. It's important to me for us to find a way to make injustice stop and for us to stand up for what is right. And we do need to do that even more. So the other part I wanted to mention is I am grateful to Madam Chair for running this incredible commission. I also have two wonderful people who work in the department who are on the commission. Taquan Williams is here. And he runs the Office of Affordability and Sustainable Housing. And I also see Joy Pitt is here. Joy. So Joy is also with us, and we're really excited to have two people who are also on the commission, and they're able to also serve our community. So let's get to the piece that I'm supposed to be doing, which is our proclamations. And so let's see. The first is for, forgive me, I should write the notes down. Okay, the first is for Jay Quinlan. You guys can come up. You can come up. Woo! Okay. All right. All right. Now, there you go. Perfect. It's a pleasure to meet you. So congratulations. So the proclamation reads, whereas LGBTQIA Americans have been fighting violence, stigmas, homophobia, gender and sexuality biases before and after the historic 1969 New York Stonewall Rebellion, which sparked the gay liberation movement. And whereas Newark has celebrated U.S. Supreme Court decisions legalizing same-sex marriages and affirming the federal laws. We move to whereas the City of Newark Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, Intersex, and Questioning Concerns Advisory Committee was created by the city in October of 2009 and Newark Pride, Inc. in 2005. With a mandate to improve cultural, social, economic, political, educational, and healthy well-being of LGBTQIA+ individuals and their families in Newark. This flag raising symbolizes the city's commitment to our LGBTQIA+ community, Newark Pride Week. And we do observe this special events throughout the city, including today's flag raising. So in honor of today's event, we do want to share this proclamation with you, Jay Quinlan, and we congratulate you on behalf of Mayor Raz J. Baraka. Thank you.
Hey, y'all. So I've noticed, as I always do, the little things, right? So it's those words that seem to consistently flow from many mouths during a particular event before it's even gotten midway. And one of those words is injustice, right? So movements are largely created by a response to injustice, yes? And this pride, this rolling around on 20, listen, time flies by so fast, yet it takes so much time. I remember 20 years ago, 20 years, y'all. Come on. I'll be brief. Some of you were with us 20 years ago when we had to walk up Halsey Street backwards against the flow of traffic. It took us years to get on Broad Street. It took us years to get more than 3 floats. It took us years, and we're here. And we're not only standing on the shoulders of giants, we're walking as giants. So every time you think about the government trying to erase who you are, the essence of who you are, the history of who you are, the energy of who you are, the ancientness and sacredness of who you are, remember that God said it was good.
Thank you. Thank you very much and congratulations. The second proclamation, I understand that the person is not able to join us tonight, but I do want to mention who it is. It's Noelle Williams. So let's give. Okay, I will say, since Noelle is not here, I will say Noelle is a graduate, as you all may know, of the New School for Social Research in Rutgers University in Newark. And she's been also an artist and a curator throughout her time and been profiled in the Newark School, New York Times, Arts News, and other publications. So very well known throughout the community. So congratulations, Noelle. And now I have the second distinct honor of presenting 2 letters on behalf of the mayor to Mr. Kaifa. Is that correct? Would you come up? And then the second person is to Mr. Costa. That was much easier. Did I say it? Oh, Kaifa? Okay, Mr. Kaifa, forgive me, and Mr. Costa. Okay, so on behalf of the people of Newark, I want to thank and commend you for your contributions to Newark Pride Week in our city. The annual Newark Pride Festival will celebrate its 20th year, and the theme of Reclaiming Our Time, a Legacy of Resistance. And this is for Mr. Kaifa. So as a pioneer in Jersey club music who brings the transformative power and strength of art to and from our residents, I thank you again for your collaboration in making Newark a fairer and more equitable city. Congratulations. And to Mr. Costa. Mr. Costa has a similar beautiful letter, but we know about Mr. Costa is as a producer and promoter of immersive Brazilian music and culture, which speaks both to and from our residents. I thank you for your collaboration in making Newark a fairer and more equitable city. Thank you. Thank you both, and congratulations. Okay, at this time, I will yield the floor, and again, love is love. See you at the flag raising.
Thank you so much, Allison, and thank you. Congratulations to all of our awardees. At this time, I welcome Director Reggie Bledsoe of Essex County Office of LGBTQ Affairs.
Thank you. So good evening, everybody. As always, it feels good to be home. I've been running through this county since the first week of June, but it's always a full circle moment to come home to the city that I was born and raised in, right on Spruce Street in Newark, New Jersey. So, protocol, as always, thank you to our mayor, Mayor Baraka, for continuing to be an ally and supporter of this community. We lift up his name, we lift up his sister name, Shani Baraka, who was a member of our community and represented our community so fiercely, so strong, and also she was an educator looking out for our babies in our Newark public schools. And I see Valencia Bailey is here as well. Also, I would like to thank our members of our council president. I'm used to Larry Crump, but it's kind of a little bittersweet moment to say Council President Crump and not think about Mildred Crump, who was so good to me when I served as a legislative aide for Councilman Osborne at the time. And Mildred just really took young people under their arms to really teach them how the legislative process worked. And I see a number of the council aides in here as well. To Councilwoman Roundtree, Councilman Council, we love you, as always, from the county. But I think about some names. I think about Reverend Don Ransom. I think about Sakia Gunn. I think about Ashley Moore. I think about, as I mentioned earlier, Shani Baraka. These are the individuals are responsible for why we have a pride today in Newark, New Jersey. And we have an obligation every year we celebrate Pride to lift those names because we can't forget those people. Those people are part of our story. They're part of our history. And congratulations to all of the honorees. Congratulations to Newark Pride celebrating 20 years. 20 years. That's big. A lot of Pride organizations don't last that long. And also to the commission celebrating 16 years, to your new chair, I love you dearly. As always, we're family. We argue, we fight, but we love each other. That's how we do. We get the work done, absolutely. So in closing, I just would like to send my love to Susu, and I would like for her to come forward because I think it's important that we acknowledge those who've done the work. Susu has been chairing the commission for 10 years, and that is no easy task. So we need to give her flowers while she can smell them. So I'm not going to read it, but this is a token of appreciation from the County of Essex. We love you. We appreciate you. We thank you for your leadership. I appreciate your leadership. I've learned so much from you. We love you, and we appreciate you. So in closing, happy Pride. And in the words of Alonzo, what we doing? We're reclaiming our time.
Thank you so much, Reggie, and congratulations, Susu. At this time, I welcome Newark Pride to the podium. Alonzo June Dow Burton, founder of Newark Pride. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Pride, everybody. Every time I come up to this podium, let's see, we've been having at least 20 flag raisings. I've only missed 2. So I missed last year's because I was on a flight back from Greece, and the other one, I think I was sick. So it's a privilege and an honor, and like Audra said, my name is June Dalbert, and I am the distinct honor of being the founder of Newark Pride. So 20 years ago, we gathered with a simple but powerful mission to affirm that LGBTQ plus people in Newark are visible, valuable, and worthy of joy, safety, and love. And for me, the pebble that started the ripple was the death of Sagia Gunn. So every time I come up here, I always say her name because if it was not for that unfortunate tragedy, none of this would exist. So I pray for you every day, every day. So what began as a modest march and a few courageous conversations has grown into a vibrant, unapologetic celebration of identity, resilience, and unity. We stand on the shoulders of so many, and there's so many to name, but the 2 key folks for me, Dean James Creedle and LaQuetta Nelson, who were also around at the time and left me with what at the time was Newark Pride Alliance, and which has transformed into now Newark Pride, Inc. I want to honor the memory and work of leaders and community members who gave voice to our HIV positive community when silence was deadly, to those who brought visibility to our trans and ballroom family before it was popular, and to our social services agencies, places of worship, and health organizations whose advocacy kept us healthy, housed, and whole, even when we came to them broken. To see where we are today, 2 decades strong, is overwhelming, but in a great way. We've built something lasting, and at times we didn't think it would. We've expanded services, fostered leaderships, created safe spaces, and uplifted voices that once went unheard. From the City Hall chambers to the heart of the community, we made ourselves known. We've marched through hardship, and we will continue to dance through joy. This 20th anniversary is not just a milestone, it's a legacy. It's my legacy. It's one built by every organizer, every elder, every youth, every artist, and advocate who believed that Newark could be a beacon of pride. And this year's theme, Reclaiming Our Time, is not just a reflection of our history, it's a declaration of our power. We are reclaiming our space, our stories, and our future, and on our own terms. As I stand here now, I'm not just proud, I'm deeply moved by how far we've come. And even more than that, I'm excited about where we're going. Change is not something to fear, it's something I welcome. Because evolution means progress, and progress is the lifeblood of this movement. Under Alonzo's leadership and direction, he will make sure Newark Pride, Inc. will continue to influence, expand, and grow. In closing, to every young person stepping into their truth, because 20 years ago, that was me. To every elder who paved the way, 20 years ago, that was Dean James Credo and LaQuetta Nelson saying, come on, June, you have energy, you have passion, come join us. To every ally who has stood beside us, those are the people who said, June, we are here to work with you, and we're gonna make sure that people know about Newark Pride. They stood beside our community, they stood beside me, and they continue to stand beside you. Newark Pride belongs to all of us. We may not be everything for everybody, but that's okay. There's enough room in Essex County, there's enough room in the state of New Jersey, and when we started, I think there were probably 3, 4 good prides, and how many are there now? I think 21. Okay, so that says something. So Newark Pride belongs to all of us, and together we will continue to rise. Here's to 20 more, well, here's to 20 years, and many more to come. Thank you.
You all make some more noise for our founder. Thank you, June. Well, good evening, Newark. Are y'all excited? I need some more energy. We almost close. We're close. All right, the doll is getting old, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Well, I wanted to, again, welcome you to the 20th Annual Newark Pride Festival. We are a week-long celebration of our community, our culture, and our collective power. To the mayor, my honorable brother, Razday Baraka, his administration, to the city council, elected and appointed officials that are here with us, to our LGBTQ commission, and my sister chair, Queen Moore, to our sponsors, community partners, volunteers, our founder again, executive board honorees, festival committee members, and our board members, friends, family, and all of you, our community members, thank you for joining us today. This year's theme is Reclaiming Our Time, a legacy of resistance. And every event on our schedule honors the journey we've taken and the future we're building together. So let me walk you through the incredible week we have planned. Now, after this flag raising, we will have a reception at Chateau of Spain. That's 11 Franklin Street, right next door, from 7 to 9. I hope that you all RSVP'd on our website. If not, y'all got the flyers. Use the QR code. We hope to see you over there. Get some sangria with us. And then tomorrow on Tuesday, we will be honoring the life of Sakia Gunn with a day of service at Broadway House of Continuing Care. It'll be a moment of remembrance and community action. That is a Newark Pride event, but we do encourage all organizations, agencies, and individuals to commit to an act of service that day in your own way. Let us know, tag us on Instagram, and we will reshare it as well. That evening, we're going to be bringing the energy downtown with Pride Game Night at Newark Local Beer. That event is sponsored by Newark Downtown District. I will be looking forward to hitting the spades table with you, Brother Crump, because I need to see you back up everything you just said over here, okay? Wednesday is all about networking, creativity, and fun. You're going to start your evening at the Proud Professionals Mixer. That's going to be at Sahana Bistro. That's a queer-owned restaurant. Y'all make some noise for queer businesses, okay? And later, we're going to catch the fierce beats and ballroom brilliance of Vogue Theory at the Wild Community Center. And then you can test your luck at Ritual Bingo at QXT's nightclub. On Thursday, it brings camp, comedy, and connection. We're going to be screening the cult classic Rocky Horror Picture Show live. That's going to be brought to you by the Ordinary Kids at QXT's. And then later that night, it's going to be time to mix and mingle at Thirsty Thursday. And that's going to be at Bar Vanquish. Friday night, we roll out the red carpet for two of our major events. The first one is the 4th annual Legacy Ball, and that's going to be held at NJ Pack. If you went to the last 3, you know you're in for a treat. It's a celebration of artistry and resilience of our ballroom community. And then we're going to get a chance to laugh out loud at Newark Local Beer at the Brick City Comedy Review Pride Edition. And that's brought to you by Brick City Comedy Review. Saturday, dress in white and join us for the Elegant Pride on Blanc brunch soiree. The location will be disclosed to those of you who buy tickets. If you've ever been to a Dîner en Blanc, it's giving that, okay? So make sure you get your white stuff. No eggshell, no ivory, no beige, and no cream. No buttercream. Make sure you get your white and go get your ticket online. Then after that, we're going to be hitting the streets with Lincoln Park Music Festival for their Pride Bar Crawl. We're going to be stopping through local businesses and gathering spaces all across the city. And then finally, we're going to close out our night with the Pride Pajama Jam at Art Space on Broad Street, partnered by Newark Arts and Daryl Stewart Productions. It's going to be comfy, cozy, and full of love. So after you drink all day with Lincoln Park, go home, put your pajamas on, come to the pajama party, and then go home and go to bed, okay? And then, of course, on Sunday, July 13th, it's our big day. We'll be celebrating the 20th Annual Newark Pride Parade, stepping off from Lincoln Park. You can make some noise for the parade. We're going to be marching loud and proud to Mulberry Commons, and then we're going to have our festival in the park, hosted by Newark's own Gotti Fox and HBO legendaries Milan Garcon. This year, our national headliner is Dawn Richard, who is a former member of Danity Kane, and a local artist who has now become a regional brand. The Artist will also be taking the stage. We'll have food, music, community booths, and performances you don't want to miss. And just a reminder, this week is more than a party, it's a movement. It's visibility, it's power, and it's ours. Okay, so I would like to thank you so much for being here. There are flyers on your seats and around the building. I also want to remind you that this is not free to do. Everything costs, right? And we're trying to make it free for you, but everything costs. And you all know the state of our nation right now. So we're going to be asking you every day of the week to please, please, please visit newarkpride.org/donate so that we continue our programming throughout the year, so that we can create more opportunities for leadership for our committee members and some of our other volunteers, and pay the people that do all this work, okay? So again, thank you so much, and hopefully we'll see you at Chateau of Spain, but I think we're about to get ready for the big thing, right? We finna, very much, all right. Well, thank you again, and see you outside.
All right, round of applause. You're excited for this week for Pride. Woo-woo! All right, that is exciting. We have that. Okay. So some house cleaning. We would like to formally thank our corporate sponsors, Festivals United, Skittles, NYC Pride Heritage, Prudential Financial, Gilead Sciences, University Hospital Newark, Viv Healthcare, AIDS Health Foundation, the City of Newark Mayors and City Council, as well as all of our community partners. Woo! Thank you. Again, as Alonzo stated, Pride is not free. Pride is all year round. We need your donations to continue this work. Before we raise the flag, let's remember that it stands for more than a celebration. It represents resistance, resilience, and reverence. And I want to honor the family of Sakiagan, Auntie Gail Goins and Valencia. Your advocacy is the reason why Newark Pride even exists, so thank you. And Newark LGBTQIA+ community is powerful and proud. This week honors our past and commits to our future. So, Queen, as we close out.
Thank you, Audris. The Commission and the community would also like to thank the City of Newark, Newark Alliance, Rutgers, Project for Empty Space for the beautiful banners that you will see that are placed strategically and beautifully on Broad Street in front of the businesses across the street as well as in front of City Hall. Please join us on Saturday for one of the most amazing events, and I can't stress collaboration. In our community, what we do together is best. And I want to say that this year is the very first year since I've been on the commission that we've been able to partner with Newark Pride, a major organization and a movement within the city. Thank you. It's not just a gathering, it's us gathering in all white as a way to commemorate the ones that we've lost, our loved ones, our family members, to tragedy, to sickness, to just broken hearts. And on Saturday, we will raise our voices and our flags to continue this work. Thank you for being here. Let's raise our flags and our voices again with pride. Please join us on the front lawn and for the raising and the reception at Chateau of Spain. Thank you so much.
Change it just a little bit. Because like now on this side, other side showing. Don't show when you go up. Yeah, it'll show when you go up. It's not lifting.